Hey y'all, it's back again with another Black Sporadic podcast episode. And in this episode, it's just me today. We're gonna be talking about navigating my early 20s, cause baby, it's been crazy. So if you don't know already, my name is Kaz. You can call me Kazaya or whatever, is best for you. I'm 23 years young. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I just recently graduated from the first degree granting HBCU, Lincoln University, with a double major, political science and Pan-African studies. So yeah, and I was pre-law at that time. My goal is to become an attorney or lawyer, whatever, whatever I choose, when I get there. But, it's my first year out of college. It's very crazy. I just feel like it's been so much. It's been so different, so difficult. And in this year out of school, like my first year out of school, I have learned so much. So much, so much, so much. And I'm just really trying to figure myself out and figure out what I like, what I love, who my friends are, relationships, family, everything. So in this episode, we're going to really get into it. Okay. I'm not going to tell my business, but we're going to get into it. So the first things first is just like, what did I do after college? So I feel like that's the biggest thing that a lot of people want to know is like, when you get out of college, what is the first thing? So for me, when I got out of college, I into a little situation, and at the time it was okay. I was, fresh out of school. I'm just looking to have fun, be outside, hang out with the homegirls and the girl I loves, which I did. That was nice. But yeah, definitely got into a relationship after I graduated. Not sure if that was the best move for me, but it happened, And a lot of what I did at first was, just working. I would travel. My school was in Pennsylvania, so I would just go back and forth between there from Boston to Pennsylvania, just having fun. Yeah, I went to New York. I was just outside for I was in Jersey. I was just doing a lot this summer and looking good while doing it. Yeah, and a lot of my first, first time going to this restaurant, first time getting a spa, like just a lot of first for me happened this past summer. So that was really fun. It was really, really, really fun. And I just think that I wish I took a little bit more time for myself when I first got out of school, just because it's like that is like it's important to have your time for yourself and not just give so much of you to other people. And I felt like that's what I was doing a lot. Even in school, I felt like I was giving so much of myself to everybody else that I was not necessarily focusing on what I wanted and my goals. So, once I kind of realized, like, girl, you're not really like paying attention to yourself, I took some time to get off social media. I just stopped posting completely. I was gone for a little minute. Like, I did not have no social media. I wasn't like talking to nobody for real. I was really just in my own, like, my space. Like, it was just me for real. And I just loved it, to be honest. No Instagram, no Twitter, no TikTok, no nothing. I didn't see nothing that anyone in the outside world was doing. I was just so focused on me and what I had going on inside here. I definitely got into Pilates. Ladies, Pilates is the answer all the time. All the time. Pilates is great. I started working out. I just started getting back out there and allowing myself to just be free. I was in an emotional spot for sure. I just feel like it was so many like ups and downs with the situation that I was in, and it caused me emotionally to just kind of be not only bonded to someone else, but not trusting who I was and not trusting my inner voice and who I was before I got into this. Yeah, that was probably my best summer yet. That was a good summer. I was looking good. Like the body was tea. The body was tea, and I loved every second of it. Even friendship wise, I felt like I was just flourishing in so many different avenues of my life. That it just felt good to just be me and be Cass and just be outside. And I got a degree. Oh yeah, I'm eating y'all up. I'm eating y'all up. Bet. So yeah, it was so fun. My birthday was amazing. I am a Virgo. So my birthday was in September, and I had taken myself on a solo trip for my birthday, and I went to Miami. Yeah, I was in the yams. It's so funny, like just how everything, transpired. I had a beautiful room. It was very nice. It was at a nice hotel, good area. I was on the beach. So I was just always just soaking up the sun, just feeling good, loving myself. I wish that I did more for myself and I was kind of like off my phone a lot. Like I wish I'd kind of like just got back into who I was because I felt like I was just too worried about other people and what they had going on. Still was focusing on myself, but mentally I was just kind of like worried about so much. But it was an amazing time, just a solo trip. That was my first time ever traveling somewhere by myself. So now I know that I can do it. So I'm excited for that. Well, I was excited for that at the time. Then, holidays were amazing. I spent the holidays, obviously I was in a relationship. So spent the holidays with my person. It was amazing. We had a great time. I was just with friends, like, just communicating, just seeing people. It just felt so good. And life was going really good up until I want to say more so recently. A little bit into after I graduated, I realized that I was just not satisfied with myself or satisfied with what I was doing. I was working a job. I was a concierge in this luxury apartment here in Boston, and I'm seeing all my friends. Not only are they going to school, getting into grad school or, finding jobs that are having to do with their degree or just really getting into their career, really just doing things that is to advance themselves. And I just kind of felt like I wasn't really doing anything to further my career or further my goals, my dreams. Like I was kind of just like here and, so what? I have a relationship. So what? I have friends. It's like, what am I doing for myself? And I didn't really start feeling the effects of like my situation and like my life until more recently. Like I just got really sad. Like really sad. And I don't know if it's post-grad depression. I don't know what it was, but it was like I'm realizing like wow, like, you're actually unsatisfied with your life. Like I would call my person and just be like, I hate my job. Like I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. Like I want to do something completely different. Like I want to just be free and just be my own person, be my own boss. And the job that I was working did not have anything to do with my major, didn't have anything to do with law or, legal issues, like stuff that I really wanted to like get into. So I just kind of felt like it was purposeless for me to have gone to college for 4 years and not even my first year out of college, I don't even have a job having to do with what I just spent 4 years doing. Like all that knowledge for what? For nothing. And in this time of my first year out of school, I was studying for my LSAT, just preparing myself to get into law school. I was self-taught. I was teaching myself all of this material, which probably wasn't the best idea, but considering that is what I had, for me, I just kind of had to take it by the reins and, just push forward and really do what I need to do to feel secure in myself, especially throughout this whole law school process. And more recently, I found out I did not get into the law school that I wanted to get into. That also was like a really big triggering factor for me. It's like so much is happening. I'm like getting into it with my friends. I'm getting into it in my relationship. I'm getting into it with my family. And just these last 2 months have kind of felt like everything crumbling down on top of me. And that's when I started realizing, like, oh my gosh, is this the post grad depression everybody's talking about? Is this what people feel when they are, like really going through it? Like, is this what this is? I'm like, oh my God, I haven't experienced this in so long. I'm like, I literally just had the world in my hands and it just gone. You're done. Yeah, that's basically what happened. So just really trying to get back to myself. Sometimes you can get so lost and so wrapped up in everybody else and other people. And I just kept finding myself more so worried about what other people had going on than what I had going on. And so I had a little motivation, here and there I would get the motivation to do something for myself, but it wasn't full throttle. It wasn't full. I didn't dive in headfirst and really immerse myself in that. So about a couple months ago, actually March 1st, I officially started my own nonprofit organization. It is called Black Sporadic, and it is to help low-income areas, children, young adults, even just finding their creativity and how creatively you can be, and how that can push you towards like your purpose, because that's where I found my purpose. I was always working with nonprofits. They always were able to show me a different light, a different way to things. And especially in the space that I was in high school, it was just like it was nice to see that I can take my creative talents and that can take me very far. Like I can take that, use it, and create it into something that is larger than life. So once I kind of realized, like, all right, this is what I kind of want to do. I already knew for a while. I used to tell people when I was like in college, like, yeah, I really do want to start my own nonprofit. This is something that I'm interested in. It's a passion of mine. I love it. Did I think that I was gonna name it after my podcast? No, but I am very excited that I did, because it just showed me that, yeah, like this is possible. This is very possible. Once I started getting into it, once it officially became like a real thing, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is real. I really started a nonprofit. Oh my gosh. Like it gave me just an inch up. It was like, all right, cool. Like you can do this for real. As I started continuing on in the process, realizing how much money I was gonna have to pour out, I'm like, wow, I need to figure out how I'm about to make this money. How get what I need to really take this off the ground in the best way possible. So that's, just thinking of those type of things and trying to figure out, where do I allocate my time? Where do I put my thoughts? Like where is it going? Who am I with? And do I have the right community and support around me to really elevate me to a point where like I'm taking the world by storm? You know what I mean? And I think your village and your community is very, when you're trying to do things like this, because you'll fall short sometimes. You do need to be reminded. You will feel like I suck, or at least I did, or you will feel like I can't do this. Like I'm not ready. I don't have the ability to really do what I need to do. It took some time. It took some time for me to really like get real with myself and be honest. One thing that I will say that I am getting into and understanding that it's not a bad thing. I mean, I've done it before, but I think the stigma towards it kind of like was throwing me off. I'm like, I don't need that. I'm cool. Like, I just need to talk to my homegirls and I'm good. And it's like, no, babes, you need a therapist. Therapy. That's it. Therapy. So I have, gotten into that, and I'm just excited to see like what that's gonna do for me and where that's gonna put me, because it has been a very difficult road. And sometimes you don't know, like sometimes other people, like I had that happening, like a lot of people were just like, oh, you need to get help. You're crazy. You need this, you need that. And it just is like the way it made me feel, it did not make me feel like, okay, I want to get help. Like I want to be better, and I want to do this the right way. It just made me feel less of myself and less than. And obviously, it's not people's intentions to make you feel like that. Sometimes you have to be careful. You have to watch out for attitude. Energy is real. Perception is also real. So, how I may have been perceiving things may not have been how it actually was. But I do know that I was having difficulty with understanding that this isn't a bad thing. It's not bad to get help. It's not wrong to want help either. It's actually very healthy, and it shows how strong of a person you are when you're willing and able to say like, I need help and I'm ready to get it. So yeah, definitely been getting into therapy. I'm gonna be starting that up soon. So I'm super excited. I'm so excited to see where that takes me. These last 2 months have just been it's just been so crazy. It feels like I don't know myself, but I'm getting to know myself again. And just finding the joy in doing things that bring me pleasure, finding the joy in loving myself, finding the joy in being Kaz. I think I allowed when you're in a relationship, you kind of attach yourself to someone. And now I'm realizing that I am my own identity. Like I am myself. I am who I am. And I don't have to attach myself to anyone else to feel whole. I should never want to do that. But, shit happens and you live and you learn. I'm just taking it day by day. It's been so hard, but I'm just giving myself that space and that grace to tell myself, like, it's okay. Like, I be having to do this to be like, girl, it is okay to feel like this. It's okay to be questioning and to be wondering and to not know and to be scared of who you are. And that's something that I feel like I am right now. Like, I'm scared of my own light. It's not, it don't got nothing to do with nobody else. Nobody outside of me can stop what God has for me unless I get in my own way. But I'm scared of my own potential. I'm scared of who I can be for real. And it's like, nah. Like, you have a talent, you're beautiful, you have the smarts, the wit, you have the grit, you have the attitude. Go for it. Push yourself. Do what you have to do and be strong in that as well. I'm trying to do the best I can right now, to just elevate myself and learn from who I am, learn from my past self. Like, I want to be able to look back at myself and get inspiration and be like, that's what I want to do. I want to revamp that. I want to look at anyone outside of myself for anything that I can give to myself or that God can give to me. I want to strengthen my community. I want to strengthen my mind, strengthen my body, strengthen my heart, strengthen my emotions, just everything about me. I want to be stronger, and I want to be a force. Like, I want you to look at me and be like, need that. Yeah, that's the energy that I want to embody. Or how can I do that for myself? I want people to look at me and use it as like a lesson. Like, okay, how was she working that out? And how did she get there? And how can I do that for myself? I would love to be a blueprint for people to be like, yeah, it took me 3-4 times to do this. Or, it was just a process. Really just trying to show myself that nothing comes easy. It always takes hard work, dedication, grit. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta want it. Before today, I did not want it. I wasn't really like desiring it. Yeah, I'm doing my podcast. Yeah, I'm reaching out to people. Yeah, I'm getting my nonprofit started, but I wasn't hungry for it. You gotta be hungry for what you want. You gotta really be ready to say, fuck everything else. I need this. I want this. Like, this is what's gonna take me far. I'm gonna put all of myself into this. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm learning that also. Like, everything happens for a reason. And there's a reason why I'm doing the things that I'm doing now, and there's a reason why I'm taking the steps that I'm taking. It's all a lesson learned. It's all a part of God's plan. And anything that is too difficult or too hard, I really have to start questioning, is this from God? Like, I be asking God, like, should I keep it, or should I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock. And a lot of things were self-imposed. A lot of things did not come from God. A lot of that was like, you put that unnecessary stress on yourself. God doesn't want that for you. God don't want you to feel like this. God don't want you to be sad. He wants you to elevate. He wants you to grow. He wants you to feel good, to feel better, and to be yourself, and to be whole in that as well. So that's just how I've been navigating my teens. And I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I shouldn't know right now. I shouldn't. I'm still learning and developing myself. My brain is still developing. My body is still developing. My heart is still developing. My ears are still developing. And I say ears in the sense of like, what I'm hearing, the information that I'm intaking is still developing. The frequency that I'm tuning into is still developing. Like, what I'm intaking, what I believe to be law, what I believe to be important. Like, if you're always looking at gossip and looking at, things about other people's lives and just being messy, that's a frequency that we're tuning into. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I don't want to allow myself to get caught up in someone else's world. Like, if anything, y'all should be caught up in my world. What I got going on, what I'm doing. Yeah. So I wanna switch the narrative, and I wanna switch it back to me. It's me now. It's me time. It's about me. It ain't about nobody else but me. And I wanna push forward. I really wanna do that for real. I want it now. Before, I was not in a space where I was like accepting of that. I was very much trying to like, no, but I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And it's like, girl, I don't need nobody but God and my family, my mom, my dad, and my sibling. So just being strong in who you are, that's probably, if I had to give advice to anybody in their 20s right now, I shouldn't be giving advice on anything, but I'm going to. I say learn your style, learn who you are, learn what you like, learn what works best for you, learn what works best for your body. And that is down to like anything. Skincare is like super important, even down to like the soap that you wash with, the clothes that you wear, the foods that you're putting into your body. It all should be intentional. Do things intentionally. If you're going to pursue something, be intentional. If you're going to pursue somebody, be intentional. If you're going to pursue a thought, be intentional and go all the way through. Give it all you've got. What's for you will be for you, and what's not for you will subside, and it'll fall by the wayside. But I'm gonna keep pushing forward, and I suggest for y'all to keep pushing forward. If you're in your early 20s and you're also finding it difficult to navigate this space, friendships, relationships, family, like getting into higher education, I'm here and I want to talk because I want to ask questions and I want y'all to ask me questions as well. It's important that we come together, especially I want, me personally, I'm going to talk to my community, especially as Black women. It's important for us to build and to come together and do things for each other, just to let each other know, like, I got your back, girl. Even if we don't know, like, just even in the comments, like, you see a Black woman doing something that's really for her and she's really trying to get in tune with it, start commenting, yes, girl, like, you really doing your one too, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just really, we have to hype each other up and we have to let each other know that it's us. It's us, and we're here, and we're loud, and we're proud. And I just want y'all to see me for who I am and not for who people think I am. I'm bigger than the box that people have put limitations on me with, and I'm bigger than the thoughts that people have of me. And I can really do this shit for real. So yeah.
Sticking to it. That was beautiful, mommy. That was perfect.